Are we done?
All you, Fitz.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Fitzgerald, and I am the current president of the INSeries Opera. I want to welcome you to the inauguration of the Logan Opera House Without Walls and the unveiling of our new INVision program. I feel very strongly that INVision is the torchbearer of the new normal in opera and theater programming. And I'm happy to say that we are miles ahead of our peers, and it is all thanks to you. Your donations, your commitment, and your faith in us and in our visionary programming has made this possible. From all of us here at the INSeries, I would like to thank you, thank you, thank you. Done.
Hello, my friends. My name is Timothy Nelson. I'm Artistic Director of INSeries. It's a great joy to be with you all today. However you're joining us, today is a monumental day for INSeries. Today is both a culmination and an extension of a vision that began in the final days of March of this year, when we imagined what it is possible to know during these uncertain times and how we could find in this darkness an opportunity to do the art and community work which we do in a deeper and more meaningful way. We are about to reveal INVision, a new initiative that is going to bring our work to the entire world, making it have a scope which we could never before have imagined. Not wanting to squander the opportunity, we are also making this service free to anyone in the world, and it will house not only the innovative content that we are going to be producing, but will also be a space for the content by partner organizations. This is accessibility on a totally different scale. Now, that doesn't mean that we aren't going to have subscriptions, and each of you are going to be receiving our new brochure with a hint at the special privileges which will be available to those who subscribe. But what you'll see today is a glimpse at a space truly open for everyone, and we look forward to being the ones who are guests in our audience home for once. Now, some of you might have been involved in new construction before. Things don't always happen on time, and that's especially true when you're constructing something that has never been tried before. INVision will open today, but over the next couple months, it will continue to expand in its content and in its venues. What I love about this is that I started imagining INVision as a way that technology could innovate the art. But I think what you'll see today also shows that the art can innovate technology. After a few more remarks, together, precisely at 5:15, those of you with ribbons and your finest pairs of scissors are invited to cut that ribbon. And at that time, I will put the address of the new site into the chat of this Zoom call, and I'll also announce it verbally for those of you that are watching on Facebook or YouTube. We then invite you to go to the site, to check it out, to have fun exploring. We'll keep this Zoom call open for those of you that would like to stay. Before we do this, however, today is a special day for another reason. I've talked a lot about opportunity, and everything we have done and will continue to do at INSeries arises out of a general attitude of optimism and finding the opportunity in all that we do. This is also extended to our work itself. Many of you may remember that this last season, we created a work that blended Handel's opera Zerse with the poetry of Sufi mystic Rumi. Today, we are going to reveal for the first time a new project based on that production. We've tested this video, but we've never done it on a Zoom call this big. So if when I try to play it, there's a lag or a problem whatsoever, be patient, and you can see it inside INVision in the education annex. All you'll have to do is create a free account, and it can be the first piece of content that you watch. Out of that production came many wonderful things, and one of these is my personal friendship with Fatima Keshvarez, professor of Persian and director of Roshan Institute at the University of Maryland, who made this project possible. I'd like to introduce Professor Keshvarez to say a few words before premiering this new video.
Well, I can hardly say anything. That's how excited I am to bring my two sides of my culture, Persian and American, together through the miracle of technology and what the hard work of a group of people made possible for us to do. Before that, I want to acknowledge my Dean of Arts and Humanities, who's here, Dean Bonnie Thornton-Dale. I want to acknowledge all the wonderful friends are here, Barbara Slavin, Medea, Negar, Nahal, Hassan, everyone, but I just don't have the time to do all of it. So forgive me for not going through everything. But I want to acknowledge our partners in Iran. And once you see a video, you know why they are so important. And these are the North American Iranian Friendship Society, an NGO, non-governmental organization located in Tehran, who contacted me actually and proposed this exciting project, and the Rudaki Foundation. And I will encourage all of you to go online and just look at Rudaki Foundation and see what kind of artistic hub and basically general center they have created there. But without further ado, I really want us all to see this work that came out of what I would describe as Timothy's open arms and open mind and open heart. He just, when I went to him and I said, could we do this? It didn't take him 2 seconds. He said, absolutely. And there we are. So back to you, Timothy.
Our bodies are trembling
and seem to vanish. I inhale and I wonder. I find console there. Purified by the passing of hate to love. My friends, may you forgive the errors of my ways, and let's stay here suspended in the joys of love.
The scattered pieces of broken hearts and splintered trees can become the raw materials for bridges. Nothing is lost forever. Stay together, friends. Don't scatter and sleep. Our friendship is made of being awake. Stay there, quivering in each moment like a drop of mercury. Did you hear? The winter's over. The basil and the carnations cannot control their laughter. The nightingale back from his wandering has been made singing master over all the birds. The trees reach out to their congratulations. The soul goes dancing through the king's doorway, and enemies blush because they have seen the rose naked. Spring, the only fair judge, walks in the courtroom, and several December thieves steal away. Last year's miracles are last year's miracles will soon be forgotten. New creatures whirl in from non-existence, galaxies scattered around their feet. Have you met them? the bud of a prophet crooning in the cradle. A single narcissus flower has been appointed inspector of kingdoms. A feast is set, listen. The wind is pouring wine. Love used to hide inside images. No more. The orchard hangs out its lanterns. The dead come stumbling by in shrouds. Nothing can stay bound or be imprisoned. You say, end this poem here and wait for what is next. I will. Poems are the rough notations for the music that we are.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. My name is Ana Dini Morales. I'm a board member of the INSeries, and I also collaborate with the organization as a librettist. As a board member, I have the great honor and pleasure to chair the Gabriela Mistral Youth Poetry Competition. Each year, we invite children from the ages of 11 to 19 years old in the greater DC and now the Baltimore area to submit poetry in Spanish, Portuguese, English, or any indigenous language of the Americas. We collaborate with the Celtino Foundation, the Embassy of Chile, and now we also work in collaboration with the Hispanic Division at the Library of Congress. We're in our 11th year of the competition, and right now, right in the middle of our final round of judging. Gabriela Mistral was the first Nobel Prize winner in literature in Latin America in 1945. She was from the remote Elqui Valley in Chile. She was a queer woman of indigenous origins, and she was dedicated to poetry, the rights of children, and public education in Latin America. Langston Hughes, who was a great poet, was also a great translator of Spanish and Latin American poetry. In 1957, he published a selection of translations that he had written of Gabriela Mistral's work. I would like to read to you one of Langston Hughes's translations of Gabriela Mistral's poem called My Song. My Song. The song that I have sung for sad children out of pity, sing to me. The song that I have crooned, suffering children, now that I am hurt, sing to me. The cruel light stabs my eyes, and any sound upsets me. The song to which I rocked him, sing to me. When I was knitting them soft as the softness of ermine, I did not know that my poor soul was like a child. The song that I have sung for sad children out of pity, sing to me. Thank you very much.
My friends, we are pushing right up against 5:15. We're probably going to go over, and I'm not going to stress about it because the most important thing I have to do is to take a moment to thank the incredible supporters that have made this impossible. Their support literally giving the gift of music and theater and innovation to the world. This begins, of course, with our incredible board of directors, an open and imaginative group that give and make everything that we do possible. Inside INVision, you'll find a commemorative hall still in the final days of construction, where we recognize all those who gave cornerstone gifts or laid bricks that hold up this virtual space. In particular, I want to hugely thank Alan Savada and Will Stevenson for underwriting the Stevenson Savada In-Circle Virtual Lounge, John Fitzgerald for underwriting our experimental theater, The Box, an anonymous donor for underwriting the Carla Hubner Odeon, named for our founder, and of course, Dan and Gloria Logan for their signature gift, creating INVision, the Logan Opera House without walls. When we cut the ribbon, the address for the site will appear in the chat. And if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you'll be able to go to no www, just INVision with an I, .inseries.org/home. One more time, that's invision.inseries.org/home. On mobile devices, the site isn't quite ready, so you'll want to be looking at a desktop or a laptop device. Now, at its core, InSeries is about its artists. We have a tremendous family of artists, and I'm so pleased to ask one of them, Mr. Gerard Lee, to do the honor of counting us down from 10 and cutting the ribbon. Gerard?
Hello, everyone. It gives me great pleasure and honor to be here to do this via Zoom. So let's do the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Friends, if you're compelled as I am to unmute and give a round of applause, I hope you'll join me.
All the good faces.
Timothy, is there anything else you'd like to say before we
Friends,
go
enjoy.
explore?
If you want to stay in chat, one of the greatest things about InSeries is, of course, our wonderful social network of loyal and new friends. These are great opportunities for us to get connection with each other that we've been missing. Please stay and chat. Please spend time on the site. Every week, we're going to be adding new content. Our first part of the new season will be September 17th. At 7:30, we'll have a launch, a liftoff concert, followed by the first virtual reception in the Savada Stevenson Virtual Lounge. And the next day will premiere a piece of new content called 24, a season of short film, a season of short settings of Italian art songs. And then on the 19th, our first piece of large content, a 4-episode radio play on the Fairy Queen, which mixes Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream with music of Purcell in the style of an old-fashioned radio play.